Hello and welcome to today's Tech Nugget by Coking.com. I'm Evan Hyde, one of the SMEs with our team. Today we're going to be talking about a fundamental operator skill called call and repeat. And this is something that is often employed in the military, and if it's good enough for the military, seems like it'd be good enough for refinery people as well. It's a technique where when you announce what you're going to be doing over the radio, the board operator repeats back what they heard, and you repeat it one more time just to confirm. And let me give you a quick example. So let's say I'm getting ready to line up the steam stripping from drum A, from steam stripping to the fractionator to steam stripping to the blowdown. Some people call that vapor diversion. So I'm going to be diverting the steam from the fractionator to the blowdown on drum alpha. Now, when you do that, there's a number of steps, and the sequence of those valve operations is very critical. We don't have time in today's video to go through that. If you'd like to learn more, we go through all those little specific steps in our operator trainings. But suffice to say, if you are going to be closing the downstream isolation valve on coke drum A, you want to make sure you're doing the right valve at the right time, and the board operator needs to be able to confirm that over the radio and then potentially at the DCS in the control scheme at the same time. So the field operator might say something like, "Come in, board, I'm getting ready to close the downstream coke drum vapor isolation valve on drum alpha," and the board will refer it, "Roger that, closing SP2A alpha," and the board operator will say, "Confirm closing SP2A." Now, if you don't know what SP2A is, check one of our other Tech Nugget videos about calling a valve by its name, and we would recommend that rather than calling it specifically by that name and letter, you would call it by its proper name, coke drum vapor downstream isolation valve. Now, that little call and repeat action serves a number of purposes. One, it makes sure that everyone is aware of the action that's about to be taken. And two, it makes sure that both the field operator and the board operator are on the correct drum at the right time. Now, I know sometimes this seems obvious, and we have created very robust interlock schemes for modern units to control this via a computer interlock scheme. And despite the newest of the new units and the old units that don't have the benefit of this interlock scheme, we still make mistakes. I could fill hours of video talking about stories, and we do tell some of the more significant stories at our training events. So we'd encourage you to attend there and learn a little bit more. Now, this tactic is something that is highly recommended. Some sites do it better than others. I would hope that you would consider doing it at your site, and I believe it will have a material impact on the reliability of your unit. So if you like today's Tech Nugget, please check out Coking.com, the internet's best resource for all things delayed coking, or you could attend one of our training classes at RefCom, the refining community conference that is totally focused on boots on the ground, lessons learned, and new technology like we just talked about today for the refining industry. We're available on all the social medias. Thanks for watching.